and welcome to this Monday night JV matchup of the PBL Panthers and the Central Comets of Clifton. PBL lines up to kick here. We've got number 11, Jonah Wilson, to send the ball deep. And this is Zach Wiseman on the call, and I'm missing my comrade Jordan Anderson, as he'll be down there on the field tonight playing for the JV Panthers. We might have a guest appearance by Jay Eshelman if we can get in contact with him. And the kick is away, squibbed down the middle to the left side. Fielded by the middle row of Comets, and he'll be taken down at about the 30-yard line. First down for the Comets. And you'll see him right out there playing nose guard, number 51, Jordan Anderson. I'm missing him in the box here, folks, but I hope to bring you just as good of a show. I've got a little bit of a head cold here, but we should do just fine. Central line up in the I, two receivers. Give to the fullback up the middle, and he'll be stopped promptly. That'll bring up second down. The Panthers will be looking for a little bit of redemption here after Friday night's disappointing loss to the Comets. Drops back to pass, and that'll be thrown into the grass. Number 13, Vesley. Number 5, Swanstrom there on the coverage for the Panthers. Number 8, the intended receiver for the Comets. That'll bring up third down and 9 for the Comets. Big down here for the Panthers if they can force a 3 and out on their first possession, on the Comets' first possession, excuse me. Central again in the I. They'll toss out to the right side. Tries to cut it back to the middle. Little trouble tackling, but finally he'll be brought down, and that'll bring up fourth down. And we'll see him punt one away here on about 4th and 5. Little confusion here by the Comets. And the punt is away. Number 13, Vesley, back to return, and he'll shy away from that one. It'll be downed inside the 30-yard line in Comets territory. The Panthers will take over. First and 10, pardon the illness. Panther offense here, first down, lines up in their wing T offense. Swanstrom to take the snap from Fellner. Counter play to the left side. Vesley will shake and bake and eventually be brought down by a couple of Comets. Good first down gain for the Panthers. That'll bring up second and about 4. As I said earlier, the Panthers will be looking to really pound this ball down the field and maybe run up the score here on the Comets as a little bit of retaliation, as the give is to the outside to Bigham, and he'll be stood up and brought down in the backfield after an embarrassing Friday loss by the Panthers, 49-7 on Clifton's homecoming night. Let's see what the Panthers come out with here on 3rd and 4. Likely looking to run one. Swanstrom takes the snap, rolls out to pass, throws it up deep, and that'll be picked off. Comet ball going the other way on about the 31-yard line.
One way of getting the strike over is just really press up bad.
Swanstrom, a little confusion on the pass, might have underthrown it there to his receiver, number 22, Sullivan, and the Panthers will try to make another defensive stand and force another 3 and out here. And the Comets will look to ram one down their throat here as they come out in the eye. Excuse me, the gun. They'll have 4 receivers out. Looks like it'll be a quarterback keep design. Tries to find space left side, brought down in the backfield for a loss. 2nd down and long for the Comets. Short timeout here in the action, and allow me to correct myself earlier. It's number 22 is junior Peyton Dudley. 21 is Colin Sullivan. My bad on the confusion there. 6:46 here playing the timeout. It'll be Comet ball. They've got 2nd and 13 in Panther territory, and the Panthers are looking pretty impressive here on defense. You know, it would usually be at this time that I'd defer to my co-announcer here, Jordan Anderson, to get a little opinion on the Panther defense. Sadly, like I said, he's down there on the field busting his hump for the Panther defense. Comet ball here, 2nd and long. They'll come out in the eye. They'll try to give to the tailback. Find some running room if he can break a couple tackles. Brought down, but not before the 1st down. That will move the chains for the Comets. Good run play up the middle. Good blocking by the line with fullback. 1st and 10 Comets. .6:20 to play. They'll take the snap and fake the give to the fullback. Lots of room to run. Number 15. They'll break one wide open to the left side. And he'll be brought down. Nice tackle by the quarterback there, 13 Vesley, to make the stop and save the touchdown. But now before a big Comet gain, they'll have it here at about the 14-yard line. Shades of Vaughn Gensler on the varsity with Kirk Vesley making that tackle to save that touchdown. Panther defense will look to make a stop here and come out strong like they did in that first series. Give to the tailback, number 15 again, tries to bust his way up the middle, and strong run, but it'll be brought down near the line of scrimmage. No gain, 2nd down. Excuse me. Gain of about 3. Bad angle up here in the press box to be judging yardage, I'll tell you what. Good stop by the Panther defense to bring up 3rd down here. The Comets will look to muscle one in here on 3rd down and 8 against this tough Panther defense who, of late, hasn't really been able to make the stop against 15 as he's averaging a bunch of yards per carry. Coming out of that eye is the tailback. Here they are again, lining up in the eye. Tight end to the left side. We've got a flag down on the field. Encroachment on the defense. And mental errors like that certainly won't help the Panthers defense any. That's a 5-yard giveaway to the Comet offense here, deep in Panthers territory. Give up the middle to number 15. We've got a flag down on the play after the stop short of the goal line. We'll see what the call is here. We've got holding on the offense, and that'll take them back quite a bit.
That's going to make it 3rd and about 12, I'm guessing. 13. Back to the 15.
Just over 4 to play. Ball on the 14-yard line of the Panthers as their defense looks to come out and make a stop after the encroachment call. Lucky on the holding there, although they did make the stop. Comets will line up single back here. Fake give up the middle pass play to the end zone, and that will fall incomplete as it looks like number 32, the intended receiver on the slant route there. Trips to the right for the Comets. They'll line up in the gun. He takes the snap, rolls right, and he's going to be tracked down by Panthers, but he'll get the pass off first, and that'll be turnover on downs. And the Panthers will take over here in their own territory on the 14-yard line.
Yeah, I think.
Swanstrom takes the snap here. The give to Bigham. Good pickup by the fullback. He'll muscle down to the 20-yard line. 2nd down for the Panthers.
Gronkowski is the tight end.
And that's a good stop by the Panther defense here to get it over to their offense and see if they can't make something here with 3:16 to play in the first quarter. The score still 0-0. 2nd down and about 4 for the Panthers as Swanstrom looks to march on down the field here and punch on 6. Toss play outside to Bigham. Good straight arm. Breaks one tackle, but he'll still be brought down in the backfield after a constellation of comets came down upon him. Bingham and Scott in the backfield. Pass play rolls out to the right. Looks like he'll run here. Hit hard, and he will not come up with a first down. Likely to see the punt team here as they're deep in their own territory. And indeed they will. They'll bring on number 11, Jonah Wilson, to punt. Wilson gets the punt away. Good roll on it, and it won't even be touched by the Comets returner here. So that'll be downed inside the 40-yard line, and the Panthers will look to make another defensive stand here as they've come up 2 for 2 with the stops after letting a few big ones slip by. I've got Jay Eshelman here joining me with 1:19 to play in the first quarter. Jay, what was the holdup here?
Oh, I'll tell you, Zach, there's quite a crowd here tonight, as you can see, and the traffic coming into the game was just awful. I mean, even at the end of the first quarter here, everyone's still trying to get a seat.
I believe it. There's a lot of local support here for these Panthers as the varsity has really come out and made a stand and turned it around from their 2-7 season last year. As the Panthers are now 4-2. And looking to likely make a playoff run here as they'll finish out the regular season with St. Thomas More at the end of this week, and then they have Moments back for their last home game and senior night, and then they'll travel to St. Joe in week 9, Jay.
Absolutely. Those are three teams you definitely can't overlook. Our varsity football team's got to do a good job of preparing these next 3 weeks during practice, and because all three of those teams are going to come out and play hard.
And especially that secondary there against St. Thomas More as they look to throw to their star receiver, number 9, Carroll. And they've got Storm Jupe there taking snaps. And number 9's about all he's looking for on that field, I'll tell you what.
Absolutely. The pass game's been a big part of the success from St. Thomas More this year is what I've heard. So,
not quite sure on their record, but certainly not a team you can just overlook as the Panthers will still have to come out tough and hit, and whistle through the knees as they might not be as physical as Clifton, but Clifton Central was last week, but they'll still put up a game for the Panthers.
Yeah, they'll execute.
Minute 19 here to go in the first quarter. The Panther defense will set up against this Clifton Central offense. They'll give weak side number 2, the halfback, and good thing for forward progress, or he would have lost a whole bunch on that one.
Panther defense did a good job of filling all their holes there, Zach. As linemen did a good job of filling holes, and linebackers did as well, as they had a good pursuit there. As I think it was our defensive end, 77, I think that's Chris Neville, caught him from behind, actually. So, good job of the defense there.
Chris Neville's a big boy. He might not be the fastest off the ball or the fastest on his feet, but if he gets you, he gets you. Clifton will try to run something up the middle of that. Number 15, their halfback, and he'll be stood up and brought down by 50, Conrad Powell, and 5, Swanstrom on the hit.
Both of those guys get a little bit of varsity time, as I understand, Zach. They're definitely good players as they've shown here tonight.
Yep, Swanstrom will step up a little bit at the rocket linebacker and the strong safety position, as well as myself, if I do say so. And Powell will get a little outside linebacker there at the varsity level. End of the quarter here, Jerry Zimmerman Field. The score still 0-0. It'll be Comet ball when we come back, and we'll take a short timeout here in the action. Welcome back. Second quarter action here. Jay Zimmerman field in this JV matchup of the Comets and the Panthers. Monday night, I'm Zach Weisenbart, and I've got Jay Eshelman here as the Panthers make to look another defensive stand. It'll be third down coming into this second quarter for the Comets. They'll line up in the gun. Number 2 to take the snap. Pass play here on third down. Big rush, and they'll be batted down by the big defensive lineman, Stevenson, as he'll let out his little animal.
You know, I don't know if Steven made a good play there or if he was just in the right spot at the right time, but it almost looked like a bit of a screen pass there from, I think, number 2, Chris Garcia, I believe it is, for the Comets. Chris Garcia, another JV player here for Clifton that gets a little bit of varsity time on defense, as we saw Friday night.
Shades of Tebow and Sanchez there for the Jets as we get a little preview of the helmet pass. Ooh, almost blocked by the Panthers. And that one will take a friendly bounce for the Panthers and be down by number 11 on about the 31-yard line. Swanstrom here gives it to Bigham. Room to run up the middle if he can break one off. Good job of holding on to the ball, and big gain for Bigham here. Good push by the offensive line.
Yeah, that's a good game there by Paul Bigham. It seems to show at all levels this year, Zach, as everybody hit the weight room this summer, and especially our backs have been very consistent in yards after contact this season.
You know, I've heard, not to try to talk up this Panther backfield, but I've heard from various coaches of other teams that our backs really do run hard, it's really something you're looking for out of that backfield. You know, you've got your line getting a big push, as the fullback Scott also breaks off a pretty good gain here, still on his feet, still won't be brought down, and they'll blow the whistles. They had a pack of Panthers and a constellation of Comets there on the contact and just couldn't bring him down. Good run.
Absolutely, you know, running back 101 right there. Keep your feet moving. That's exactly what Steven Scott does. He drug 3 or 4 Comet defensemen there.
Just like you're preparing celery, Jay. Chop, chop, chop. Swanstrom here to take the snap. Looks like design quarterback run, rolling way out to the left side, and he'll pick up the first down, Panthers. After a couple big running gains here for the Panthers, maybe not in distance, but in toughness, they'll take over inside Comet territory. 1st and 10 with 8:12 to play here in the half. Bigham and Scott in the backfield. Rolls out right, pass play. Oh, Dudley might have, excuse me. Hunter Johnson might have had a chance at that one, but double coverage, and the defense was tough as he had a safety over top of him, corner underneath. But good placement by Swanstrom not to throw a pick there. 2nd down and 10. Flag down on the play is number 5 Swanstrom will try to gain a couple yards himself.
Looked like Steven Scott jumped there a little bit. As the backup quarterback, my partner on Friday nights, Peyton McClure, would say, he's like a pheasant dog on the first day of hunting season, yanking at the chain.
And indeed it will be 5 yards back for this PBL offense after a slight jump by the fullback. Second, quite a distance here for the Panther offense. They've got a man in motion to the right side. They'll give to Bigham, who will cut it back up the middle. Oh, spinning, rumbling, bumbling, stumbling, and that'll be a good first down for the Panthers.
Absolutely right there. The Panther offensive line did a good job of kicking everybody out, and Paul Bigham did a good job of cutting that ball back upfield as he gains a good 18, 20 yards there on that counter.
Running hard, running fast, running strong, and running sideways. Getting north and south, or I guess east and west based on the position of the field out here, but good job of really cutting it down the stripes and not trying to get sideline to sideline. They'll give it to Bigham again as he'll hold on to the football but be brought down in the backfield. Not the there, but it'll do for the Comet defense here as they bring up 3rd down and long.
Common defense did a good job of filling all the holes there, and their outside containment was pretty good as well as it forced Paul Bigham back inside to absolutely virtually no holes at all. As I believe it's number 15 for the Comets. He's been in the backfield quite a bit for them. If there's someone making a tackle, he's usually involved.
Give up the middle to the fullback, Stephen Scott, number 4. He'll pick up a couple yards, but not good enough for the first down.
Bit of a learning experience for Stephen Scott there. It almost seemed as if he stutter-stepped a little bit there. Zach maybe waiting for a lineman to get out of the way, you know. Higher level, I don't know if you have time to wait for that, do you, Zach?
In my time in the backfield, my 2 carries this season, you certainly do not. Especially if you've got a meteor shower of comets coming down on you. You really got to stress those quick lineman feet, as those guards and tackles really got to move for those backs.
Oh, it's there.
Pass play deep to the corner, number 9. Pass will be dropped, and Swanstrom might have to apologize for hitting the freshman in the hands there, as he's a little slow to get up after that double coverage hit. The Comets will take over, turnover on downs here.
Junior starting middle linebacker Will Bowman joining us in the press box now. Too bad we don't have another mic for him, but if we did, I think we'd hook it up. He'd have us. He was just talking about people that maybe needed some work and could be good players for this Panther football team here in the future.
I think he might be one of those, getting a little quicker on that offensive line, getting off the ball a little bit. As he does get in there a little bit at left and right guard for the Panthers.
Yeah, I gotta do my homework.
Taken down, just over 4.5 to play. Comet offense will try something to the running back out of the gun, but nothing doing, as he'll be brought down negative yardage after a pack of Panthers will bring him down.
Panther defense read that play like a book there as they put on a bit of a clinic of filling their holes and pursuing to make that tackle right there.
Panther defense switching and mixing up here. They've got a man in motion. They'll try the sweep play wide side of the field. Stiff on, and he'll be run out of bounds into some Panther coaches there, but not quite good enough for the first down. Collins will call a timeout here with 3:31 to play. We'll take a short break in the action, and we'll bring you back JV football from J. Zimmerman Field here on this Monday evening. Comets will likely punt one away here if it's not a fake. And they will kick it deep to Vesely to return. Fair catch caught.
Almost looked as if he was going to pull a bit of a fake fair catch there. Maybe not put the hand over the helmet, but I mean, seems as if the referee signaled for a fair catch. Not quite sure why, as he had a bit of a lane there, maybe to make a decent return. Don't know about that,
Certainly
Zach.
plenty of room to run for the quick feed of number 13, Vesely there. And there's a reason they've got him out there, both on offense and defense.
Animal. What was that? What was the penalty? His hands on his head. Was that TMA?
Looks like they'll bring it back here. And the Comets will line up to punt again after a little bit of offensive confusion. Bringing it way back, deep spot. Not sure what the call was on that one.
I'm going to take a short break here. Take a short break here, Zach. I got some stuff to do. Hand it off to our junior starting middle linebacker, Will Bowman.
You just let him run the show, and then when you got something to say about defense.
Counter play, trying to run it up the middle. Oh man! Will, was that one of the Barber boys out there running the ball, or was that Kirk Vesely? As Man, was he juking like a 50s box in an old-time milkshake bar.
You know, Zach, that's just a great play by Kurt Wesley.
And great blocking by that J.D. Ryan, Will.
Yeah, they got some big boys up there.
Yeah.
As we tick down under 3 minutes to play, Will, I know you're the starting middle linebacker for that varsity team. Can you tell me a couple changes that you've seen in this year's team and why they've had a little more success than last year's team?
The attitude. Everybody's attitude's way different than it was last year.
And different how, Will?
We care.
You heard it here, folks. We care. Panther football 2012.
4-1 another, folks.
Indeed, that's what the back of the camp shorts say. Second down and short here for the Panther offense and Brock Swanstrom. Pass play, they've got him. Yes, and it'll be ruled incomplete though, as they had the freshman tight end Weber open there after a quick move to the end zone. Panther offense here on third down. They'll try to run something up the middle, and he'll be stood up by a couple Comets. It's number 4, Steven Scott, the freshman. Panther offense will go for it here on fourth down as they're deep in Comet territory already, and they'll look up to pick up the first. Run play up the middle. We'll have to see where the spot was, and that'll be good enough for a Panther first down. The Panthers will take a timeout here and look to regroup on first and goal. 1:24 to play, and I'll be just right back, folks. Me and my co-host here, Will Bowman. Back here, JV football action. Zach Weisenbahn and Will Bowman on the call. And Will, it'll be interesting to see as Swanstrom rolls out to the right if they can punch one in. Oh! Through behind his tight end there. Maybe he could have lowered his shoulder and just gotten into the end zone himself, but he chose. They'll try to run a counter play up the middle here on second down. Can't quite punch one in. They've got a minute 8 to get one in the end zone here. Back to pass, and that'll be intercepted in the end zone. Not quite sure who he was trying to throw that one to, but not what you want to do here. With 36.8 here to play in the first quarter, the Comets will take over here under these Monday Night Lights JV football action. I've got my co-host Jay Eshelman back for a squirt as Will Bowman decides to take a break on us. Back to pass, they'll try to run a little screen up the middle, number 15. He's running hard, but the clock will continue to run, ticking down into 30 here in the half. The score is still goose egg, and you'd think we might be raising hens out here.
Yeah, you know, both teams put on a display of pretty good defense this first half as both coaches will look to go to the drawing board here, maybe think of something to counterattack each of these defenses here tonight.
And the passing attack for the Panthers really has been open as they'll wind it down here. All right, halftime here for the Panthers. I'm going to sign off for a little bit, maybe run down the concession stand and grab a bite to eat. We've got a little cheerleading halftime show here that we'll present to you, and I'll be back in 10, folks. Thank you, Panther cheerleaders, for the little spirit effort there. 9:50 here at halftime, and no halftime show, unfortunately, folks, as we look to interview a junior lineman and linebacker, Will Bowman. Sadly, he's not up here. So I will see you in just a bit. Here's Zach Wesmo signing off. Football, a little trouble picking up the ball, but looks like the freshman Josiah Martin will finally get it. I apologize for those technical difficulties on my halftime show there. We really had some intelligent banter going on there as we got all our problems solved now. We're all plugged in, plugged up, ready to go here. Second half action. The score still 0-0, 9:47 to play, and the Panthers will take over at about the 20-yard line. First and 10 as Swanstrom looks to lead his team down the field. Whether through the air or on the ground is yet to be seen here in this second half. Co-stars come and co-stars go here, and we've really learned that on IHSA TV through the weeks as I've seen Will McClary and Jordan Anderson, Jay Eshelman. We've got Tyson Snyder up here on the camera crew, but I've been the one constant for you folks, and trying to bring you the best action we can here. Jerry Zimmerman Field, just over 9:20 to play. After a short game by the halfback Bigham, the Panthers will look to pound another one in here as they've got a long way to go. Pitch to the left side of the field. Good straight arm by Bigham, and he'll be run out of bounds after he picks up a Panther first down. Swanstrom takes the snap and gives to the fullback, Scott, who breaks an arm tackle there, and he'll be brought down after a good game for a fullback there. And both him and Bigham have had pretty good games after a couple of losses on third and second down here.
Yeah, right.
Swanstrom takes the snap here. They'll give to the fullback up the middle as maybe he didn't pick quite the right hole there. Just a little tiny gain here. That'll bring up third down and 5, here for the Panthers. The Comets will look to force a 3-and-out here and maybe run down the field and punch one in here to maybe not bring this one to overtime. Sophomore Jonah Wilson here to punt one away. What a punt here, and what a roll. It'll be down by junior Peyton Dudley. And that's, real good placement there by Wilson, the punter, as well as he's seeing a little varsity time as the place kicker, not the punter for the
50-yard punt.
varsity Panthers. Man in motion. Little trouble in the backfield. Looks like Garcia have a little bit of room to run, and he'll pick up a couple yards after that misconnection there on the handoff. We might have to post that on Craigslist later. The reference there on that last play was the Craigslist missed connections board. For all of you who are a little less technology savvy than we are here in the press box, I've had to explain it to a couple of my coworkers up here. Now I've got two Eshelmans, and the younger one not quite receptive of that joke. Looks like you might have had a little bit of a run, little room to run there, as I have a bad case of the stutters. Comet first down, though, still inside Panther territory, or Comet territory. Draw play for number 15 is he'll look to run over a couple tackles, falls forward to pick up that extra yard or so. Might move the chains here. We'll have to check the spot. No, it'll be second in the yard here after a good gain by number 15, the only back in that shotgun formation for the Comets. Jumping on the offense here as they'll walk them back 5 yards. Just like a hungry Jay Eshelman at feeding time, he was really ready to get off the ball there and get him a piece of that biscuit. They'll take the snap and try to give it wide side of the field to number 45, the fullback out of the eye. We'll have to see, but it looks like it might be good enough for first down yardage here. We'll check the spot. Will, in fact, move the chains here for the Comets. Just under 5 to play in this third quarter action. JV Monday Night Football. Number 15 stood up and brought down in the backfield. Loss of 3 on the play. Second and 13 for the Comets of Clifton Central. A lot of room to run here for the quarterback. Flag down, though, so it probably won't matter, and he'll be brought down after a big gain, but likely they'll be bringing this one back.
How about yourself? Not too bad.
1st and 10 here for the Comet offense. I'm joined by
Pretty well right now, aren't they? 4-0. Yeah, there you go.
senior linebacker Will McClure, and Will, I've asked the other Will Bowman same question, but what kind of changes have you seen in this varsity PBL team this year versus last year?
Well, this year, instead of the first thing I noticed is instead of a lot of hanging heads after big plays from the other team, we stay positive throughout the whole game, and we keep working hard. So that definitely helps a lot, and I think everyone's mentality has just changed. We're all just we're mentally tough. We feel like, anyways. I mean, maybe not all the time, but I mean, for the most part, we do the best we can, and me as a senior, as a captain, I try to keep everyone on track. So we feel like we're back to where we need to be. But I mean, we can't get complacent. We just got to keep pushing forward. So we got 3 games left, and we're gonna work hard.
That's right, and you look to close out this season, probably end at 7-2, as long as you keep getting big pushes from guys like Jordan McCreary and Nick Heisler on that offensive line, and good stops from Hopkins and McClure as DBs, or McClure rather as a linebacker, and what are you looking for here in this JV matchup for the Panthers offensively?
Well, honestly, we need to get. I feel like we need to get Paul outside some more, and then maybe even do a few quarterback keeps, because I mean Brock's a pretty good runner, so he knows what to do when he gets the ball. So a few fakes here and there, maybe even why not throw a long ball here pretty soon? I don't know.
I don't know. Wiser words never been spoken by the defensive specialist McClure here, starting at linebacker, evidently not starting at offensive coordinator though.
No, I'm definitely not an offensive guy, Zach. I'm defensive minded, so that's how I've always been.
That's all right. You're a little slow-footed too. We can keep the quickness to the quick-footed here as the Comets will line up here and call a timeout. We'll take a short break. Thank you, Will McClure, and we'll bring you back JV football action after this.
No problem.
Here we go, back on the call. Zach Weisenmartin from Jerry Zimmerman Field. The score still 0-0 with time ticking down here in the third quarter as this Panther defense will look to make a stop as the pass falls incomplete, short side of the field to number 8. We've had quite a bit of good coverage by the PBL DBs here, as they haven't had a passing touchdown in what seems like ages, or a rushing touchdown. A little confusion here on the Comet offense, as eventually they'll get it lined up. Man in motion. Looks like it might be a sweep. That'll be a fake sweep. Man after the quarterback. Good play by number 87 there. You know, folks, they call this PBL defensive line a bunch of fly hunters as they're out there swatting down passes. That's number 2 for him tonight against this Comet offense, as the up-the-middle screenplay has been popular with their quarterback, Garcia. Rolling out to the right, they'll try to throw something a little deep just past the marker. Fall out of bounds. That'll be first down, PBL Panthers. Handoff up the middle to the fullback. Scott manages to rumble, bumble, stumble, and fall forward for those extra couple yards, and he'll pick up about 4 or 5, maybe 6 here.
They blew it dead. They blew it dead. It's not going to be a turnover.
Lit up like Christmas is the halfback Bigham. A little ref discussion to see where the ball went as it slipped out of his hands. Looks like they'll replay second down here. The offensive line looked like they were really ready to go here, but maybe not ready to block, as Scott will be brought way down in the backfield after the fullback give. And this Comet defense is fired up like a meteor shower, I'll tell you what. Swanstrom drops back to pass, rolls out, goes through the hands of 21 Sullivan, and maybe I'll have to pass him down my jaw or stick him, as these PBL receivers just haven't been able to hold on to much here, and that'll bring up 4th down. They'll punt one away here on 4th down and long. Looks like he barely got it away, and it'll be fair caught by number 8, the deep returner. Incomplete pass thrown over the middle by Common quarterback Chris Garcia. Ends the third quarter as we are deadlocked at 0.
time for your interview, Sierra?
No. I mean, like, I can't talk.
It's the same as talking right now.
Hi, Sly.
Flip that.
Yards to go 4 maybe? It's a long 4 though.
Long 4, short 5.
Welcome back, IHSA TV. We had a little bit of a food break, and it's a good thing we don't have smell-o-vision here. You'd be taking away from my pizza breath. Tell you what, after an interception thrown by Swanson, the Comets have kind of marched down the field here, but after a good stop by the Panthers, it'll bring up third down. Just over 6 minutes to play here. Helmets collide at about the 35-yard line. Fourth down, the Comets will likely go for it here with quarter minute under 6 to play here, fourth quarter action. Here we go, folks. Crunch time like a box of Wheaties here. Garcia, number 2, under center to take the snap in the eye. Looks like they'll try for a quarterback sneak, and they'll push the pile, but there's a flag down on the play.
That is the right call. He will stand up, and 44 pushed him.
All right, looks like that'll be walking them back here on the offense.
But we just like.
Looks like they'll repeat the fourth down here. Quarterback will roll out to the right side. Pass falls incomplete, and man, like Mike Tyson, he'll be beating himself up for that one, as that's a pass that probably should have been caught, as he was wider open than a box of Milk Duds at the Eshelman household. Paul Bingham tries to break one off to the outside. There'll be a flag thrown on the play, and we'll see what the penalty here is. First down and quite a long way to go after the penalty flag. They'll try to run a little counter play, and that'll be broken up deep in the backfield, 20,000 leagues under the first down marker. Give to the halfback Bigham. Straight arm. Breaks a tackle. Breaks another tackle. Still on his feet. Still breaking tackles. He'll be hit hard by number 10 coming across the field, and he'll be brought down way short of the first down. All right, folks, like I said, here it's crunch time like a box of Wheaties as Swanstrom rolls out to pass. Tosses one up, but his tight end is a little slow to get up. That's the freshman, number 9, Bubba Watson. Bubba Rubber. PBL will punt one away here. Deep, good kick, good spiral. It'll be caught and muffed by number 2. You got to break down and make the tackle. There's number 22, Peyton Dudley, misses him, and they'll work to take one back maybe on punt return here. Lots of room to run. He's got one man to be the kicker. If the kicker can just get across the field and trip him up maybe. Did the ball cross the plane? Yes, it did. Touchdown, Comets! Comets will line up here for the extra point after the long punt return. Extra point will be blocked. Good defense by the Panthers. Nice deep kick. That's number 12, Martin. He'll be brought down, though, after having a wide open path. That's number 12, the freshman, Josiah Martin. All right, folks, we've got to give wide side to the halfback Bigham, and he's kind of dancing. Deep passes intercepted. He'll go down, and little ruckus from the fans here as it's might be an unlikely Panther comeback, as we'll likely see knees touch the ground here in what might be a 6-0 victory for the Comets.
I don't have any service. I can push you out.
Fumble on the play here. We'll see who came up with it.
Time? Who called time?
That is Bush.
Another timeout call by Central. Looks like the
that's the starting quarterback still.
Clifton Central Comets might look to tack on another one here.
Let's hold outside.
No.
And they will. They'll run another one in here with a minute to play. And, you know, one might wonder, why would you do that when you've already got the 6-point lead and you might just look to take a knee, but the coach has obviously chosen otherwise, and I suppose it does pay off. After the Central Comets go for 2 to get an even 14, one wonders if they might have a V for Vendetta here for the Panthers. As you might, I really don't know. I'm kind of baffled as to why you wouldn't just take a knee. To be quite honest with you, folks. Kick is away. Looks like Bigham will field this one at about the 20, and maybe he'll look to run it back. Still on his feet here, but he'll be brought down with 50 and a half seconds to play. After that questionable call of both leaving your starters on the field to run up the score on the Panthers, and then going for 2 to just run it up a little bit more. Run play to the outside for Bigham. He'll be brought down after a little positive gain. And they'll take a Panther off the field here, and Paul Bigham he went down a little funny on that last play, trying to run it to the outside. He'll be treated by the trainer, Marco Boscolo. We're under 20 seconds here. And that'll end it here. They'll run this last play out. Good hit by Swanstrom, but ultimately the Comets will take this after a couple of late scores and one questionable call by their offensive coordinator. But the teams will shake up here, and I'll sign off for Jay Usherman, Will Bowman, and Will McClure. I'm Zach Weisenbarn, and I hope you all have a stellar night. Stay classy, Paxton.